Alright, everybody. Welcome back to AI Collectibles and happy Halloween. It's that time of year again, and where all the things that go bump in the night start to show up. I know this guy was recently re-released, and you'll probably have more reviews of him popping up. I actually bought him, pre-ordered him on his initial release, and just never got around to opening him. So I figure what better time than All Hallows Eve. So what I'm going to do is get this guy unboxed, have his accessories laid out for you, and kind of give my impressions on him. So stay tuned. Alright, so here is Sam, the spirit of Halloween, with all his accessories laid out. So let's take a closer look at those. He comes with a couple of nice sculpted and detailed pumpkins. And it's got some really nice sculpting in there. And it's hollow. This one doesn't light up, but is really nicely painted in detail, has a nice lifelike look to it. And then we have the second pumpkin, and this also has very nice paint details and sculpting, and it has a light up feature, which let's see if it works after it's been sitting in the box for almost a year. So you just press the flame and it works. That's awesome. So there you go. It's got a nice bright light up feature. I mean, I have 4 LED lights shining on it right now, and it still gives off a nice aura, a nice glow. So turn that off. And then he's got his sack of treats, which is, it's a nice soft plastic, or rubber even. Seems a little hollow in the middle. It's not like a solid piece. And the hand, where he grasps it from has some give to it. And then we'll look at the hands. If you've seen the movie, then you already know where the scene comes from, where he gets his hand chopped off and is still alive and moving around, causing havoc. So it's still, yeah, it's great. It's got some really nice painted details on it. Has that like potato sack texture for the gloves, and some nice paint apps. And then he's got a closed fist here, which will probably zoom back in. It's got that potato sack kind of detail to it there too. And I'm guessing this one's more for holding his, yep, his bitten off jack-o'-lantern sucker that he uses to cause havoc and mayhem with. And then his final piece of accessory that he has is the candy bar that he opens up that has the blade in it. So, I wish this had better details. It doesn't. It kind of looks like a chunk of plastic. So I see they tried, like with the label, and it looks like they're trying to make it look like a Hershey's bar with like a razor blade sticking out of it. But the paint apps on this little thing leave quite a bit to be desired. Now let's look at the head sculpts. And man, NECA kills it, as always. I always gush about this aspect of them, is the fact that the amount of head sculpts that they release for a figure in one shot. It's really nice. But yeah, so this is later in the film when he's got the mouth slashed open and he's got his mouth, you can kind of see it in there. And then you got the button eyes there and the potato sack with the rope, and it all has nice paint details. He's got little splotch of blood there, and you can see the mouth in there. And then we have his unmasked head sculpt. Again, nicely painted and detailed. And it's got a nice hinge on it so that the mouth can open up. And then you can take a look in there. See the teeth. That's really cool. And then on to the third head sculpt with like his pumpkin brains gushing out over his eye. Again, lots of nice paint detail. And it also has a hinged jaw. And then we got Sam. This is the fourth head sculpt that comes on in the package. Has a nice little blood splotch there. His mouth, the seam is still closed. The button eyes, the potato sack, the strings are nicely painted and detailed. And then we got his outfit. It's got some nice patches on there. Again, same kind of design on the hands. That potato sack kind of texturing to it. And then we get down to like the onesie pajamas kind of, and his footies, and the little back door there, the poop door. And then yeah, he's really cool. Now, I haven't really messed with the articulation much yet. With like most NECA things, you often gotta give the painted, you know, joints a little bit of heat so you don't end up breaking them. But they did a nice job with like kind of hiding some of the articulation. So looking at it from the front, yeah, he looks great. And with the amount of accessories that he comes with, that's even better. I mean, I love figures with lots of accessories. Get him standing back up here. And there he is. And I'm just going to throw in for kind of a size comparison there, is Chucky, who's a little bit shorter than he is. I do have his one leg kind of like he's running, so, but still his other leg is fully extended, and he's still quite a bit shorter than Sam. But yeah, I love NECA figures. I think NECA does a bang up job. I'm more of a 1/6 scale collector, but with NECA and the horror figures, I'm a pretty big horror fan. I'm not the biggest, I'm not the only, but I do really enjoy horror movies. I love Halloween. And it's the time of year where, you know, you can really indulge and enjoy, watch some scary movies, play with some scary figures. And yeah, I love this guy. Sam and Trick or Treat was such a revelation for me. It was put on the back burner, was held from release for a long time. I got a like digital copy off of the web the first time I saw it. I've owned it twice since. I bought it on DVD, and I picked it up when it was released on Blu-ray, and if it ever comes to 4K, I'll probably grab that too. I love the kind of short stories interwoven together, kind of like they did when I was younger with like Creepshow and Creepshow 2, and even Amazing Stories. Like, I just like the different aspects of the horror anthology series that they do, and how, you know, you get little stories and little snippets, and with this you have like a running theme through the whole thing, and Sam is the main character. He is in the movie. You would call him the spirit of Halloween. And there are rules to Halloween, and if you break them, then he's gonna fuck you up. So, love the film, love the figure. Yeah, I don't got much else to say about it. I know he's been re-released recently, so if you can find him on the shelf, I would definitely say pick him up if you're into horror figures and if you like NECA. And if you haven't seen the movie, pick it up, rent it. You know, it's on whatever video on demand that you have, that is your preference. You can find it on there. It is the perfect Halloween movie, and it's that perfect time of year to really sit down, watch it, and enjoy it. So that's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I put out new videos. And I'm out of here.